You're watching Wired Up Retro, episode 37, and today we have a special episode about the Atari 5200. This console was purchased recently by a friend of mine. Turns out the screen was completely black when I plugged it in, and we decided we need a best electronics motherboard for the 5200. This two-port console's motherboard isn't that expensive, so it was ordered, and just the other day I've done the replacement, and I'm going to show you today how it was done. I videoed it. So today this is working. We've noticed that both controllers that came from the eBay seller with it are working, which is kind of like, wow, a 5200 with working controllers, that's unusual. Unfortunately, the console wasn't working, but this thing, I tell you what, the condition this is in, the box, it could be a better condition, but the console itself looks close to brand new. I was very impressed with the appearance of the console. It definitely is top notch. So anyway, let's play a little bit of Gorf, and then I'll show you how I did the replacement of the motherboard. All right, this is a unique version of Gorf. You can tell it controls differently than your typical console shooter. It's got analog movement to the nth degree. I mean, this is pure analog controls. The position is basically one-to-one with stick movement, which is kind of unusual. Different from the Atari computer version. It's probably a bit harder just because of the analog, and the fact that you can push it and go quickly to the other side can get you hit by bullets a lot more easily, I think. And you can tell I'm definitely going to have to work on my skills. All right, onwards. Oh man, he dive bombed me. All right, got him. Yeah, well, this is probably only going to be temporary because I am not that good at this game. It's a hard game, it really is. Oh, got him. All right, onwards. Oh, like I said, the fast movement left and right can be the death of you. You're going to have to use very small movements. Uh-oh, here he comes. My last guy. Back to the beginning. All right, let's take a look at how I did the repair. All right, so here we go. We have our Atari 5200 two-port console ready to be repaired. Got our RF connector coming in through the bottom hole there. I'm going to remove all these screws in order to lift the top off of that. I have here from Best Electronics a motherboard, which will be replacing the motherboard in here. So let me get the screws out of this and we'll take a look at what's inside this box and see how it compares. All right, I've removed all the screws. Phillips head screwdriver did the trick. One here, that's a shorter screw. And then this is the shorter one. The longer ones go here, 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 and here. So I think I got them all. 2 short ones, and I think there's a total of 5 long ones. Yay, all right. So we're gonna go ahead and rubber band this and pull this on through the hole. Oh yeah, clips right there. So just when we're putting it back together, we're gonna stick it back in there, make sure it's held. Okay, so that's the bottom. There's our motherboard right here. Looks like, oh, that's just right there. Okay, cool. That just comes right out. Very nice. Okay, so a full motherboard replacement. Let's go ahead and open this up. We'll see what's inside. Okay, so our next goal here is to remove this plate, and it looks like it's going to require some tab manipulation here. So I'll work on that. Ta-da! All right, it's off. Oh yeah, it just pulls right out. Look at that. Okay, so that just pulled right out. Goes like that. I'll leave it in that position so I can remember the position it goes in. Here's our new board. Straight from Best Electronics, Atari's headquarters of repair here in the United States. All right, I'll get working on opening this up and we'll put it in there. All right, so there's our new motherboard for the 2-port 5200. So let's start attaching the shields. Just remember, I'm gonna have it this way like this one is. And we'll just try to find where these little tabs go in. Get it pushed in there. Come on. It's like everyone's going in except these. Okay, there we go. Hey, okay. Just push some of these. I think I'll leave them for right now, the way they are. Okay. Make sure I got that right. Yeah, every one of these tabs is just fitting right in, going down just perfect. Wow. Fits like a glove, basically. Get this top part here. It's the last section right here. Oh, okay. Not going like a glove here. It's not flush. You have to realign those. Okay, that one partially through. Wonder why those aren't going. Okay. They're bent. Okay, this one is. There we go. This one was bent too. Okay. Try again. Make sure they're all. Yeah, this one's actually not going to succeed because it's partially torn. It's close, but no cigar, as they say. There, we got it down now. Ow. Yeah, this one is about as good as it gets. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and push each of these down using a method that I use screwdrivers for. I'll probably use the flathead because this is slipping. All right, I'll get working on that. All right, so the method I mainly used was just pushing down with a flathead screwdriver like that, and they went down pretty readily. And I had to finagle with this side again a little bit, and I left one up. Here's two of them I left up because they were up in the first place on the other board. So I figure it's pretty well held on both sides. They're both kind of connecting to each other on each side with these tabs. All right, so we're ready to put it into commission. So now what we're going to do is to connect the RF. Put that right back in there. And if you recall, this I think came through here, if I recall correctly. Try again. I think I'm not far forward enough. All right, now I think we're in there. Okay, and that, if you recall correctly, was where this went in and through the hole. So I'm going to put it through the hole right now. All right, yeah, it just kind of slides right in there like that into a groove. Makes sense when you look at it. All right, so it looks like it's held pretty well. We're gonna go ahead and take this on upstairs, and we'll put the screws in, and then we'll see how the games work. And I'm really hopeful this is a good replacement board. There's the old one, we got the new one inside. Let's play. Well, all right, now that we have the console repaired, I do want to show you that both controllers work, and these are in a coupler that came packaged with the game Robotron 2084. Back in the 80s, this was a game that people wanted to play like they did in the arcade. So Atari made the coupler, designed the game to be used with two joysticks at once. This is a game that's buttonless. You don't have to worry about pressing buttons. Once you start the game up, you're just moving sticks. And you can either pinch them between your fingers or just put your fingers on top, like you would a PlayStation dual analog or dual shock controller, which is kind of cool. Get over there. Oh. Almost had him. These controllers have joysticks that do center back up. You know, you hear people say it doesn't recenter, the controllers decenter and stay that way, but that's really not fully true. I guess you could say they will recenter just by the fact that there's a little rubber boot. They call it the rubber boot. Ah, almost had it. So the rubber does the recentering, or brings it back to center. Man, tough game. I like the idea of Robotron. It's just the implementing of really good gameplay that I just don't come through on. But yeah, it's a fun game. I mean, if you really worked at it, I think you could get really good. I just don't have a lot of time to spend on Robotron. It's a challenge, but lots of fun. Boy, I'm really glad for David that we've got a working console. I'll be shipping it right back to him, and we're grateful to be able to do this and show this on the channel today. I looked through YouTube. Maybe I missed a video on how to do this, but I haven't seen anyone do a console motherboard replacement repair for the 5200 on any YouTube videos. So hopefully I've helped you out today. If you've got a non-working console, you'll now recognize it's really not that hard to do that motherboard replacement. So check out my other videos on the 5200 if you haven't seen those. I have plenty of them. Unique console, not really repairing. Well, I do have one repair video, which is from a couple episodes ago. I think that was episode 34 or 35. But I've also got controller mods that have to do with the 5200, which makes for some excellent gameplay options. 5200 is really a wonderful system. You just got to know what controllers to use and how to use them. So check out my other videos and you'll see that this console is definitely worth owning. All right, take care. It's nice seeing you all. I'll be back with that Jaguar episode I promised. Take care.